Key point 1. When medicine missed the mark. For decades, the general practice of medicine undermined the actual cause of any health-related problem. Practitioners believed then that there was no need to understand the cause as long as the problem was solved. Consequently, the medical and scientific communities underestimated brain dysfunction, the fundamental cause of these irregularities. Pay attention to how your diet and mental health influence each other. In a manner akin to the ever-evolving world of technology, medicine is also in a state of continual advancement. The traditional model for understanding the human body has revealed numerous deficiencies. These include the inadequate treatment of chronic illnesses, the escalating prevalence of obesity and metabolic diseases, and autoimmune disorders. Additionally, there are growing concerns with neurodegenerative conditions such as autism, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease in both the developing and aging populations. These issues persist because the pivotal roles of the two most crucial systems for overall health, digestive or gut, and nervous or brain, have been overlooked. The gut and the brain are connected through a two-way communication channel that mediates gut sensations and responses. These links are vital for both emotional well-being and optimal gut function. This connection between the gut and brain is also known as the brain-gut microbiome axis. The emergence of research into the gut microbiome microbiota, the complex community of microorganisms that live in the digestive tract, has yielded profound discoveries. Studies showed that the gut microbiome's composition, variety, and functionality change throughout a person's life. The well-being of the gut microbiota depends on the food you consume. The microbiota processes the food consumed into metabolites, the end products or intermediates of metabolic reactions. They travel through the bloodstream, transmitting long-distance signals that influence every organ, including the brain. Keen to learn more? This summary is for you. Key point 2. From the mind's eye to the gut's cry. Our emotional states, typically displayed through facial expressions, also have a corresponding manifestation in our gut, even though this can't be seen externally. For example, during emotional moments, you might experience stomach knots, butterflies, or a gut-wrenching sensation. It's the emotion-generating circuits in your brain at work. Therefore, there's a unique link between emotions, the brain, and the gut. Sometimes, strong emotions can cause digestive issues like nausea, a rumbling stomach, bloating, or even pain. Many people who have these stomach problems don't realize that their feelings are partly causing them. They think it's just a physical problem. However, problems like irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, indigestion, and functional heartburn are all categorized as brain-gut disorders. To protect your gut, manage your emotions healthily by journaling or seeking therapy. Consider Bill, who dealt with cyclic vomiting for approximately 8 years. The problem could stop for a long time, but then return during rough patches in life. When Bill got really stressed, his body would react in a way that caused his vomiting condition to start again. A special chemical in the brain called corticotropin releasing factor, or CRF, is responsible for such reactions. Whenever Bill felt exceptionally stressed, his brain produced more of this chemical. CRF works like a switch. When released, it tells the brain and body to prepare for stress, and all the organs, including the stomach and intestines, become extra alert. This alert state changes how bacteria work in the gut and can lead to stomach problems like vomiting. The brain acts as an overseer. Hence, it can overrule the automatic functions of the gut, even if it works perfectly on its own. Key point 3. Inner ecosystem, outer expression. Every day, our guts generate many sensations based on our activities. Yet, we're only conscious of those demanding a physical reaction. Sensations like hunger drive us to eat, fullness signals us to stop, and the urge to use the toilet arises from a feeling of fullness in our belly. However, we remain oblivious to many other gut sensations until a disturbance occurs, like a stomachache, heartburn, nausea, persistent bloating, or even more severe issues like viral gastroenteritis or food poisoning. These discomforts prompt us to seek relief and sidestep future incidents by avoiding the offending agents. Regular exercise promotes healthy digestion and reduces the risk of uncomfortable gut sensations. Throughout history, humans have resorted to various unscientific methods and rituals to alleviate their health-related fears and anxieties about things they couldn't control. Such practices include dietary cleansing rituals and scientific diets intended to purify the gut and eliminate microbes. However, these practices do not adhere to scientific reality. Our gut is home to many different microbes. Apart from the harmful ones that can come from various sources, there are also good microbes that play a key role in keeping our gut and brain healthy. These microbes help to facilitate communication between gut sensations, signals sent from the gut to the brain, and gut reactions, signals sent from the brain to the gut. As you can see, the gut microbiota engages in a complex conversation with the brain through a sophisticated biochemical language. Early on, microbes established a mutually beneficial relationship with animals. They found ways to share crucial genetic information with their hosts. This exchange allowed the host animals to acquire various molecules previously lacking. These developments primarily occurred in the gut, the enteric nervous system of primitive animals. However, the central nervous system took over these regulatory roles in more complex beings like humans. Did you know? According to Benenden Health, the gut makes up roughly 70% of your immune system and contains 1.5 kilograms to 2 kilograms of bacteria, more than the weight of your brain. Key point 4. Stress is unseen inheritance. It is commonly accepted that a stable and caring family environment positively impacts a person's growth. In contrast, negative and constrained childhood experiences can lead to psychological problems in the future. Although most parents try to provide their children with the best environment, some factors may be beyond their control. Our early experiences in life have a significant influence on shaping our entire personality. Create a supportive atmosphere where children can express their feelings and concerns without fear of judgment. Research has shown that early life stressors, such as a disrupted bond between a primary caregiver and their child, can have long-lasting effects on the child's brain. Stress impacts various body parts, including the brain, gut, and gut microbiota. It can trigger the release of stress factors like CRF, which puts the body's organs, including the gut, under stress. Additionally, pressure can significantly decrease the amount of gut microbiota. It has been well documented that stress can have a long-lasting impact, even spanning generations. Infants born to highly stressed mothers often develop more slowly, have lower birth weights, and are more susceptible to infections. On the other hand, a healthy pregnancy usually results in a healthier baby. One crucial factor is the exposure of a newborn to the mother's vaginal microbiota, particularly lactobacillus species, which play a vital role in colonizing the infant's gut. Unfortunately, in a stressed mother, the vaginal microbiota diminishes, having adverse effects on the development of the child's gut microbiota. It ultimately leads to the negative consequences we've discussed. Key point 5. Diet's dual role. Good health often equates to happiness, as emotional well-being reflects positively on a person's life. Therefore, maintaining optimal health involves focusing on the brain-gut connection and understanding the influence of diet on the gut microbiota. Food is more than sustenance. It's a central part of human social experiences, from dinner parties and breakfast meetings to award luncheons and potluck dinners, all of which foster communal bonding. While human dietary habits have evolved, often veering toward choices detrimental to our health, there's a growing awareness and effort to return to nutritious, natural diets that were once fundamental to human health. Enjoy social eating occasions, but make conscious food choices. Consider the Yanomami people, whose ancestral eating habits contributed to their robust health. Their diet, predominantly composed of diverse plant-based foods, minimal lean animal products, and no salt, supported healthy gut microbiota and controlled blood pressure. This diet, coupled with prolonged breastfeeding periods, not only maintained their health, but also ensured the well-being of their offspring by positively shaping their gut microbiota. The Mediterranean diet is another exemplary eating pattern that promotes gut-brain health. It includes 5 servings of vegetables, 1 to 2 servings of legumes and beans, 3 servings of fruits, 3 to 5 servings of grains, 5 servings of plant fats, seafood 2 to 4 times per week, and red meat no more than once weekly. This plant-rich diet fosters a healthy gut microbiome, enhancing both brain and gut health. If you are stressed, anxious, or angry, try to avoid adding food to the turmoil in your gut. Emeran Mayer. Key point 6. Logic meets instinct. Typically, we base our decisions on sound logic after thorough contemplation. Yet, some choices occur without this profound thought. We often call instances like this a gut feeling. In everyday conversations, without knowing this metaphor takes root in science. Psychological research has acknowledged that our gut can indeed send signals to the brain that guide intuition and subconscious reasoning. This connection is primarily facilitated by the enteric nervous system, or ENS, often called the second brain, which consists of a vast network of neurons within the gastrointestinal tract. These neurons communicate directly with the brain, particularly through the vagus nerve, a major nerve connecting the brainstem to the gut. Therefore, our gut can subtly influence our brain, shaping our subconscious reasoning and intuitive decisions, often beyond our conscious awareness. Our intuition is shaped by past experiences, guiding us in future situations. The community of microorganisms in your gut plays a significant role in food preferences and cravings. Different types of bacteria thrive on a range of nutrients, and their composition can influence cravings for foods that provide these nutrients. Some people are notably more attuned to their gut signals, aiding them in making educated choices about their diet. They can pinpoint their sensitivity to certain foods and drugs, and often experience a fluttering sensation in their stomach when nervous. Understanding the biological roots of intuitive decision-making and committing to enhancing these abilities opens up many methods to strengthen our gut-based decision-making skills. The time has come to empower ourselves to become the engineers of our own internal ecosystems and our bodies and minds. Emeran Mayer. Conclusion. The brain-gut microbiome axis connects our brain health with our diet, agricultural practices, medication use, birthing methods, and lifelong microbial interactions. This emerging insight shifts our focus from merely treating diseases to achieving and maintaining optimal health. Additionally, this advanced understanding necessitates a more sophisticated approach in healthcare, as traditional medical paradigms are increasingly insufficient. The gut independently manages digestion with minimal brain intervention. Yet, the emotional brain significantly impacts the gut's automatic functions, which explains why your mood can affect your appetite. We're also learning about the detrimental effects of specific diets. High-fat diets, for instance, can dull the satiety response in the gut and brain through low-grade inflammation, making it harder to recognize when we're full. Similarly, artificial sweeteners and food emulsifiers can provoke inflammatory responses, disrupting the gut-brain axis. Recognizing these connections is crucial for developing more holistic health strategies. Try this. Add naturally fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and kimchi to your daily diet. These contain live bacteria that can boost your gut health. When eating, chew slowly and without distraction, savoring each bite. It will help with digestion and ensure you recognize when you're full, reducing the likelihood of overeating. Avoid eating when stressed, sad, or angry, as your body won't digest food effectively in these states.